So we all know a huge component of running is mental. The sport takes so much strength, mental endurance, energy, focus, positivity, willingness to push through pain, and lastly, confidence. And this is what I want to focus and talk about here today. Confidence. Instilling confidence in oneself definitely takes a lot of time, and it's definitely not a linear track either. I have been running for years and my confidence still ebbs and flows pretty greatly. A bad workout or a tough race can really throw me off my mental game, but at the same time, a good race or an awesome long run or an awesome workout can really get me right back on. It's really important that when you are developing confidence as a runner and you are recognizing those moments and those things that really empower you, that you hold on to those moments and you hold on to those feelings for when things don't go that well. You can 100% still be a confident runner even when there's a bad race or a bad workout. In fact, it's probably the most confident runners that learn to bounce back with grace and with resilience. So throughout my running career, I have picked up a few tips and tricks to help my confidence throughout a training block. Some are a little bit deeper and some are kind of more surface level things. So first, if you want to have more confidence as a runner, you have to run. You have to train. You have to expose yourself to the thing that you want to become better at and you want to have more confidence in. This is a really important point for runners because in the sport of running, you have to put in the work. You get out of the sport what you put into it. And that hard work is pretty much the only way you're going to see both mental and physical improvement. Kind of going hand in hand with that, get uncomfortable. Self-growth comes from the times where we are most uncomfortable. And although it sucks and it can be really nerve-wracking and scary, we have to get outside that comfort zone and feel that pain in order to feel that progress later on. If we always avoided long runs and tough workouts, then we would never get the confidence from them. Overcoming difficult challenge directly impacts how we feel as people and as runners. If you don't put yourself in those uncomfortable workouts or those painful races, there's very little chance for improvement. Even if a workout or a race doesn't go that well, showing up is a huge accomplishment instead of pushing it off or just avoiding it all in general. Sometimes confidence just comes from trying the damn thing. There are some certain workouts that I dread, and whenever I see them on the training plan, I just want to come up with excuses and reasons not to do them, but it doesn't help me feel more confident in my abilities to complete that workout. I just need to show up, rip the band-aid, and do the workout and show myself, prove to myself that I can do the workout, and that'll help me feel so much better after the fact, and it'll just improve my running that much more. So the next tip to build more confidence as a runner is a little bit more surface level, but it's one that I love to partake in, and that is fun running gear. For me, wearing fun running clothes or fun running sunglasses or cool running sneakers just makes me feel good and happy and helps me feel like a little bit more of a badass. I think feeling confident as a runner starts with feeling confident as a person. I remember in college, our uniforms were just like really tight, kind of unflattering, at least I felt. It was like basically running in your underwear, and it was so uncomfortable. That uniform was so uncomfortable to the point that I hated myself and I hated the way I looked, and I dreaded every single race, all because of that stupid little uniform. I carried so much negative energy and just like weights of self-loathe onto the start line, and I would carry that energy with me into the race, and it would just take away any running confidence that I had and completely hinder my performance. But now I get to wear whatever I want, I get to feel comfortable, I get to look good, and I get to be able to focus on the race or the workout at hand. This kind of goes with makeup too. I like never really wear makeup, but on race day, I always like to get really dolled up and have sparkles all over my eyes. Kind of just reminds me that race day is a very special occasion, and to embrace it, to love it, to be grateful for it, and to feel my best while doing it. The next tip to becoming a more confident runner is self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters. You want to find an inner voice that works for you, that encourages you, supports you, empowers you, and keeps you going. Just like running gear and race day makeup, it's all about the energy you carry. Negative self-talk can completely crush your esteem both before, during, and after a run, workout, or a race. Basically, you need to be your own biggest fan, your own biggest cheerleader. Finding a self-talk method that works for you and your running can be key. Okay, so I am a big goal setter and a big dreamer, but probably the #1 thing that has helped my running confidence is to set realistic goals. Now, some people are really good, and it's crazy, I admire them so much, at setting really lofty goals and chasing them and getting after them. However, for me, for some reason, I just feel like I have a reputation of setting big goals for myself and then not accomplishing them or not achieving them, and then just feeling incredibly disheartened and defeated. Even if my body can accomplish a little bit more than I think, honestly, it's my mind that needs my goals to be a little bit more watered down. Sounds a little bit soft, but honestly, it's what has worked best for me. It's most sustainable for me, my mind, my body, and my running. So when you are trying to build and develop your running confidence, I think it's really important to celebrate every single win. Every accomplishment that goes towards your running or to your life in general is worth celebrating. Even the small things. Maybe you ran for the first time without stopping in a really long time, or maybe you finally woke up to your early morning alarm to get your run in before work. Basically, there are countless of things to celebrate after each and every run. Even if you have a bad workout, really try to channel into one or two things that went well that you can celebrate and move forward with. Small wins and big wins, they're both wins, and they are worth your energy, they're worth celebrating, and they both can build your confidence. So the last tip that I want to talk about in becoming the most confident runner that you can be is be patient. Just like fitness, confidence can take a while to build. But over time, with more miles, more runs, more long runs, more workouts, more races, you'll continue to become more confident in your body and your ability to be the best runner that you can be. During moments of defeat or when you're not feeling the most confident about your running or about yourself in general, I beg you just to keep going, to pivot, to respond, to show up for yourself and the reason that gets you out the door in the first place. Remember how good it feels to be confident. You deserve that feeling. Own your abilities, own your runs, and own the runner that you are. So if you have any other tips that really helps your confidence in running, outside of running, definitely let me know in the comments below. And I hope these tips were helpful for you. They've just been a few of the things that I've acquired throughout my running career that either when I'm feeling at a low point, I use kind of work my way back up into feeling really confident and really good, or even just in general, just moving along in my training, things that I try to practice daily and try to fall back on at all times to maintain my confidence and so I can keep improving and showing up for my workouts. And if you made this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I would love for you to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video, but until then, as always, happy running.